Okay, in this video, I will just sum up what we have done. And one small thing I think I missed out, that is we have been doing the thing that is opening mode and other things in connection with CSV file and binary file. But the same thing can happen with a text file also. Okay, let me share my screen with you. If you remember, I showed you one example of this thing of text file, but that was in connection with open statement. So this is it. So I was just trying to bring it back to the normal format, that is normal open statement. If we use, in that case, closing is not automatic. Closing is automatic only with open statement. So look at this here. I tried to open the file in the writing mode, fine. And if I open the file in writing mode, obviously I have to close the file, right? Now, what I'm trying to do, that without closing the file, I will just do here W plus. So W plus will automatically mean, once again, that I want to I want to write onto the file, as well as I want to read from the file. Okay, so look at this, what is happening. I'm just trying to write this string. Okay, it has 2 lines, and then I try to read the whole file together, right? So if you save it and if you run it, look at this, what happens. There is no output. Why there is no output? Because of the fact that after writing onto the file, okay, when I did not, sorry, I shouldn't have opened the file again, forget about it. That statement should not be there, because I want to, with this opening mode, I want to achieve both writing and reading together. Fine. So I'm just running the program once again. If we run, look at this, there is no output. There is no output because of the fact that you wrote the records, and after reading the records, just like the way my cursor is blinking on the screen, your file pointer has reached the end of the file. So unless I bring the file pointer back to the beginning of the file like this, okay, it's not going to read again. So here comes the utility of seek function. I will write seek 0. Now you will see it will be able to read. So what I mean to say, that W plus, only in case of binary file it will be WB plus. The letter B also comes, you know that. But otherwise, for CSV file, for text file, the rule is same. W plus means you can do both writing and reading operation. On the other hand, if you write R plus, you can do reading operation and writing operations both. Fine. I will just save it. What I was going to show you, look at this. Now that I added this 6 function, that means I'll be able to place the file pointer at the beginning of the file. So now look at this, we are getting the output properly. There is no problem. So it is proved that by using that W plus, I can do the writing onto the file and I can do the reading as well. Fine. If you remember, at the very beginning when I taught this thing, file handling, I gave you these notes. In fact, this diagram that you see, I clicked from your textbook only because I thought it's given nicely, and it's better to read from here. Although that time CSV file will be there in the syllabus or not, we did not know. As per the old syllabus, CSV file was not there. So they have not covered any CSV file. They have covered text file and binary file. But look at this, CSV file means it will be same as text file only. Okay, it will be RWA for append. Append, I believe you know, that all the existing records will remain, plus you'll be able to add something. Okay, and R plus means it's reading plus writing. W plus also means writing plus reading, and A plus means appending. It will add some records with the existing records. Plus, if you want, you can read the file also. But while reading, we have to remember one more thing. If you write and then you want to read, you have to know this. You have to remember the rule which I showed you, that any reading means the file pointer has to come back to the beginning of the file by using the seek function. Otherwise, it will give you problem. Fine. So read these notes. I think it is very clearly given that when we use W for writing mode, okay, if the file does not exist, the file is created. File will be obviously created. And if it exists, Python will truncate the existing data. Truncate the existing data means if there is already a file by the same name, all the old content of the file will be erased and the newly written content will be there. Fine. And append also, look at this, is given here very clearly. the file is in write only mode. But if you do a plus, the file is created if it doesn't exist. Okay, if the file is not there, then it will create a new file. And if the file exists, existing data is retained. That means all the old data will be there, plus the new data will be appended, added to the old one, and both reading and writing operations can take place. So whenever there is a plus sign, remember the opposite thing, that is R plus means the writing option is also there, W plus means writing, and the opposite thing, that is reading option, is also there, and so on. So remember this small rule. And one more thing I would just like to remind you to read from the notes. I do not exactly remember which note it was there, but I definitely gave you the difference between read, read line, read lines. Okay, read, read line, read lines. Because questions, I was just going through the thing. Questions have come in the CBSE paper. Fine. So read, when you're using read function, what happens? You will be able to read the entire text file or entire file together. Let me put it this way: the entire file can be uh, read together, and whatever you read, okay, using the syntax, what happens? Obviously, you do f dot read and all, fine. So the whatever you read, that is assigned to a string variable always. Okay, that means it has to be st equal to whatever. Okay, when you use read, fine. And when you do read line, exactly the same thing happens. Read line is, how do we write the definition? If we are asked to write what is the function of read line, so we have to write read line function will read the next line starting from the position where the file pointer is. Wherever the file pointer is, from there, the next available line it will read. That means only one line it will read. Next available line. Fine. From the position of the file pointer. And what is read lines? That means read line also will assign after fetching the value, it reads the line, and the value is always assigned to a string variable. Okay, here also the value goes to a string variable. But if we do read lines, what happens? If we do read lines, then what happens? That means all the lines from the file will be read together. Okay, all the lines from the files will be read together, and all the lines will become element of a list. There will be a big list as an output. If we uh, produce the output, we'll see that the whole output will be a big list, right? Wherein every line of the file will become one element of the list. Okay, so read lines reads the entire lines or entire file, but reads the whole thing in the form of a list, wherein each line will become its element, right? That means its elements will become a string, right? And whereas read and read lines, when you do, it has to be assigned to be equated, like the way I've done, to a string variable. This is the difference you have to remember. Fine. So you find out if there is any confusing areas, and if you feel something I missed out or something needs to be discussed once again, you tell me, then I will discuss those things once again. So today with these videos, you will get a small assignment. Please do that. Fine.